Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn how to connect Power BI to an Azure Blob Storage containing a JSON format file. Then we will work transforming that JSON file so that we can prepare it to show the data properly. So we are going to start in the Azure Portal. We are going to our storage account. We are going to open the Blob container. And here we have a folder called sample file. In it we have a JSON format file. So let's take a look at the data that we're going to work with. We have here some arrays, but the one we are interested on is the content one. As you can see, we have here an ID and a list of fields with data associated to that ID. In this case, we have the ID one that belongs to a user and some information related to him. We have the name, the last name, the birth date, the country, etc. If we scroll down, we have a second ID and the data associated to that ID. This employee data is the one that we want to show in Power BI. So let's move to Power BI Desktop and we are going to see the list of sources. From the left list, we need to choose Azure, and from the right list, we need to choose the Azure Blob Storage. Click on Connect. And now Power BI is going to ask us for the account name or the URL. The account name is the storage account name. If we type it, Power BI will automatically build the URL for us, as you can see. If we want to directly supply the URL, we can get it from the portal. We need to be in our storage account, as we are, and in the settings, look for the properties option. Look for the Blob service, and there we have the URL that we can enter. We are going to click here to copy it, and we are going back to Power BI to paste it. Now, it will ask for the account key. This account key is in the portal. Let's go to the storage account area, and in the settings, we are going to click on the access keys. Now, we are going to click on show keys. Here we have the account name, and also we have a couple of keys. Both of them have the same rights and work in the same way. The reason why Azure brings us two different account keys is just to avoid our applications to have a downtime in case that we want to renew any of them. If we are using the first one and we want to reset it, we just need to set our application to use the second one and we can reset the first one. We are going to copy it and we are going to paste it in Power BI. It will automatically detect the container. We will check it and we will see the preview. We are going to start now with the transformations. The first column that we see here is the content of the file itself. The rest of the columns are just metadata. We are going to click on binary and new fields will appear. If we open the JSON file, these tags, links and content are the ones that we see in Power BI. The fields that we are interested on are in content, so we are going to follow this path. Now we have three rows. Each of them belongs to any of the IDs that we have seen in the source file. If we click on the first one, we have other three elements that are these three that we can see in the file: the links, the ID, and the fields. We can continue deep diving through the file, but let's try to prepare the data as we really need it in Power BI. We are going to remove the last steps going back to our three records. We are going to click on the top left button to table. We will keep the delimiter as none and continue. We continue having three rows, but now we can see that there is a new button in the header. We are going to click on it. We are going to keep just the check on ID and fields. And we are going to uncheck this option and click OK. We are going to repeat again the same steps, but this time in the fields column. We are going to expand it and re-expand it again. And here, let's go back to our JSON file to see what we need. We are inside the fields array and we want the field name and we want the value of that name that is inside the option array. So we are going to keep checked in Power BI only these two fields. I would like to show you the reason why I am checking this box. If we keep it checked, you will see that the column name will keep the name of the array where it belongs. Of course, we can always replace it later, but I prefer just to take it out from the beginning and not adding extra steps in the M code to replace this. So I will remove the last step and I'm going to repeat it, just unchecking the option. Okay, we need to repeat again the step one more time to get the value. We are going to select the value here, and there we have. We already have the content of the file, but we have a kind of a structure different than the one we expected. What we would like to have is a column with the distinct IDs, and as many columns as name values we have here, and the value will populate them. To do that, we need to pivot our data. We are going to the Transform tab. We are going to select the name column, and we are going to click on Pivot Column. In the Value Column combo, we are going to choose our Value column. And we are going to open the Advanced Options, and instead of Count, we are going to choose the option Don't Aggregate. For every ID and every field, we are only going to have one value, so we don't need any aggregation. We are going to accept this, and here it is our data properly pivoted and ready to be shown in Power BI. Now we need to work with the naming part, but in our case we are going to keep them as they are, and we are going to change the formatting of the columns. So for ID, height and weight, we are going to assign whole number. For birth date, we are going to select a date. And for the rest of the fields, we are going to choose the text option. Let's close and apply this. And now we are going to create a table dragging some values. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give a like.